I'm Danielle Hale, Chief Economist for Realtor.com, and here's what you need to know in this data-packed week before Thanksgiving. Let's start with debt. As costs rise faster than incomes, consumers are taking on more. Both mortgage and non-mortgage household debt rose recently, with credit card balances surging 15% from a year ago, their biggest gain in 20 years. This is consistent with data showing that retail sales outpaced inflation, jumping in October from both September and 1 year ago. Surprisingly, as actual price growth abated in October, consumer inflation expectations rose. This could put upward pressure on interest rates as investors shift their focus from the size of the next Fed rate hike to how high the policy rate may ultimately go and for how long. Nevertheless, markets celebrated October inflation, driving mortgage rates lower by nearly 0.5% this week. On the plus side, this expanded buyer purchasing power. However, volatility makes it hard for buyers to set and stick to a budget. Homebuilder confidence slipped for an 11th month, even as builders are increasingly helping buy down mortgage rates for buyers. As builder optimism waned, so did housing starts. Compared to last year, however, multifamily starts, which are predominantly built for rent, are seeing a renaissance, adding to the pipeline of future rental homes. This will eventually help better balance housing demand and supply. In fact, already, the median rent growth for smaller rental homes slipped under 5%. And while a large majority of DIY landlords plan to increase rent in the next 12 months, the size of rent hikes is likely to shrink. In October, sales of existing homes slipped as climbing mortgage rates and prices pushed a purchase out of reach for many. Lower rates will change the affordability calculation, but volatility may keep shoppers sidelined. The Realtor.com Weekly Housing Trends Report suggests that uncertainty is leading to hesitation. As both buyers and sellers pull back, median listing prices are slowing, and new listings are down, even though longer time on market is driving up the number of homes actively for sale on any given day. But as housing cools and the mercury drops, real estate markets in the Northeast and Midwest are still feeling the heat, topping our October 2022 hottest housing markets list. And finally, did you know that homes on Realtor.com feature environmental risk data? Our latest research suggests that buyers slightly prefer homes at lower risk of both wildfire and flooding. These preferences tend to be stronger in areas at higher risk of events, but they aren't universal, and these risks are just some of the many factors home shoppers try to weigh. You can find property-level risk information when viewing homes on Realtor.com by scrolling down to the environmental risk section. You'll find these details, along with our housing data for download, at Realtor.com/research. And follow us on Twitter for real-time updates.